Hey guys, guess who's blonde? Me. Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm going to dye my hair like a teal blue color. It's kind of funny because I like blend into my white wall behind me. So it's like, ooh, ethereal. Anyway, and I got some new makeup, so yay. It's like shiny and sparkly-ish, so like I was like, yeah, it's like holiday makeup. Yeah, anyway. So anyway, I am getting less depressed, which rocks because depression sucks, as we all know. Not something anyone strives for. And so that's good. My mom is looking into me going to like 2 different places that are kind of like group homes, but not, I don't know if I already talked about that, and if I already did, I'm sorry, but there's one in San Francisco I really want to go to, so I'm really hoping I get in. Yeah. Anyway, I'm doing a video about being on disability, and to be specific, being on disability for a mental health reason, not a physical reason. So let me just start it off. I got put on disability when I was 21 by my mom. She didn't tell me she was doing it. It was after I went to my first treatment place. I was there for like a month. Then I went to the second place and I was there for like a month or less because I fucking hated it so goddamn much. So after I came back from those places, I guess my mom thought it was a good idea to put me on disability. Yeah. And she did it all behind my back. I didn't know she was doing it at all. So, and then basically kind of one day she was like, hey, I've been working on getting you on disability, and guess what? You're on disability now, so you're gonna get like, what was it? I get paid more now. I think it started off at like $700 a month. So I get now you're gonna get $700 a month. You don't have to do anything for it, and then I get Medicare and Medi-Cal, which Medi-Cal is the name for Medicaid in California. It's Medicaid in every other state. So I got free insurance and free money for doing jack shit. And when she did that, I was like, I don't want to be on it. Especially since she made sure that the money went to her. She's my payee. Usually when you're on disability for a mental health reason, you are not the person who gets the money, like put in your like bank account like every month. They usually either have like payees that are given to you to be your payee by the state, or you can have a relative, or probably even like a friend or somebody, that they get the money and then they basically pay for your shit. Disability is only supposed to pay for living expenses and food, 2 things. And if there's any money left over at the end of the month, which usually there never is because living on disability is ridiculously hard to do. It's not much money at all. Yeah, and if you have any money left over, then the payee usually is kind of like, okay, well, I'll just give you this extra like $20 or whatever and go and, buy something with it, So my mom was the one who who gets my money in. So I'm 27 now, so I've been on disability for 6 years. And it's been hell. My mom has used it as a manipulation tool and blackmailed me into going to more and more and more treatment centers, because she'd be like, well, I'm not going to give you your money anymore then, or stuff like that. Basically, she would be like, oh, you don't get your money anymore, because of how it used to be for at least like the first 4 years being on disability. Is she would just put it in my bank account. It would go to her, but then she would just give it to me in my bank account. And that worked out really fucking well. Unfortunately, for the last 3-ish years, that has not been the case. She decided that I can't be trusted with my money, that I'm gonna spend it on drugs and just do fucking shit like that. So yeah, so I was used to getting my money directly and be able to spend on anything I wanted, and save some of the money each month to get something bigger. But yeah, she would use it to blackmail me and manipulate me to do exactly what she wanted me to do. And I actually posted something like that somewhere, and I got a response, and it was this happens a lot actually, where a family member will put their mentally ill family member on disability, be the payee, and basically abuse them, financial abuse, basically. Tell them exactly what they want them to do, and if they don't do it, they don't get money, or the payee takes all the money anyway, and just there are a lot of horror stories with payees and stuff. Unfortunately, the only way that you can change that when you have a payee and you're on disability for mental health is you have to prove that you are competent enough to be able to handle your own money. At the same time, that's very hard to do, because if you're hey, I'm totally competent, check it out, I got a job, I got this, I got that going for me, and they'll be oh, well, you don't need to be on disability anymore at all because you're too competent. So it's that's a catch-22. It's you have to be competent enough to be that they trust you with your money, but you can't be competent enough to be able to get a job and all that stuff. It's so stupid. It's literally so fucking stupid. And yeah, so the way that I'm about to try to do it is get a therapist. And if you go to that therapist for long enough, and then you ask them, hey, can you basically write a letter to Social Security, or they tell Social Security or whatever that they believe, I've been seeing Angela for this long time, and I believe she is competent enough to handle her own money by herself. She does still have some issues, though. She does still need to be on disability. I only want to be on it for my health insurance. That's it. So that's the plan for me, to have my mom not be the payee anymore, and then I can actually have my life back, because my mom won't let me use that money to move out, which is actually pretty against what she's supposed to do, because again, disability is supposed to be for home and food. So if I ask to go and, live somewhere else, that's home. So you're supposed to pay for that shit. But my mom is very manipulative and extremely controlling, and she uses Social Security, disability shit to get her way. And it really fucking sucks for me. Like, it really does. And it happens to a lot of people, apparently. I didn't know. I thought it was really only me that it happened to. But it's not. So basically, I'm making this video for anyone that is thinking or in the midst of trying to get on disability for mental health reason. Because if you get a payee, bad things can happen. Again, financial abuse is what I'm going to call it. So if you're trying to get on disability, make sure that you are the person that gets the money. If they say you need to have a payee, make sure you get a state payee. Don't have it be someone you're related to or someone that you know, because your relationship will change dramatically. It'll no longer just be mom and daughter or cousin or whatever. It'll be like person that has like all of like your shit and you. So yeah, this is me basically just saying being on disability is not all that it is cracked up to be at all. The reason I haven't had a job in so long is because I haven't had a job for so long because I've been on disability, and there's like rules about how, you can get a job, and like for so long you only make so much, and then if you work longer than that, then you're not on disability anymore, and then you don't get your insurance. It is fucking shit. So don't get on disability if you don't have to. Like, if you don't really, really, really have to. And don't get a payee. Don't get a payee. Anyway, that's me giving out some advice. And I hope you guys all have an awesome Turkey Day. As a vegetarian, not the most exciting holiday for me. But whatever. God, I've been vegetarian for 12 years. Anyway, bye guys.